We'd now like to welcome Oriana López Uribe of Fondo Maria to the stage.
Hi. Hi. This thing broke, sorry. Okay. So I'm Oriana López. I'm from Mexico. I live in Mexico. I work in Mexico. I do everything in Mexico. I'm going to be speaking in Spanglish, so I hope that you understand everything I say, and if not, you can ask me later. Where are my notes? This is my name. I know my name. Okay. So I run the Maria Fund, which is an abortion fund, and most of you are familiar with what the abortion funds do in the US. And I want to explain to you a little bit why did we create an abortion fund in Mexico. And the reason is that in Mexico as a country, I mean, it works like the states and it's a federation, so every state has its own regulation. But as a country, you can say that it's illegal in most parts. Only Mexico City has a legal framework that allows women to have abortions on demand during the first trimester. Everybody was celebrating that law, but we were thinking that that is just an injustice for the rest of women across the country, because then some women are and have more citizenship than others in the same country and have more rights. So we started the fund just to leverage the reach of the law so that other women can also get abortion. So before the Mexico City law, women that have resources were able to come to the US or to pay for a clandestine safe abortion provider. With the Mexico City law, this was also accessible for women that were middle class and that were kind of close to Mexico City and thought that there was a feasible thing to do to travel to Mexico City, and that's what they've been doing. But this doesn't give the option to other women. So we were building this fund in order to fulfill that need. Of course, when we started, as we have been supporting women, we have been learning from women what they need. So we are not only supporting them to come to Mexico City anymore, we are also providing information on how to do their own abortions safely in their own homes. Because in Mexico, yeah. In Mexico, the abortion pill is very accessible. The misoprostol, the one that you need to take, not the mife and miso, but misoprostol is very accessible across the country. So, well, that's a lot to do. So we have 3 ways now that we support women. Women that come directly to the public services, but that they don't know exactly what they need to bring, so they can be immediately received by the provider. So we have their stupid things that the government asks them to bring, like toilet paper. I mean, who's going to travel with a toilet paper, so just in case the hospital asks them. So we have those things so that women can be immediately admitted and get the procedure done and then go back. But we also have prepaid food meals and prepaid hotels so that they can stay if they want, because Mexico City is incredibly more expensive than the rest of the country. So women run out of money very easily when they come on themselves. The other thing is bringing them to Mexico City, seen from their home state, so they reach us, and then we support them throughout, even making the decision, because that's hard in Mexico. Women in Mexico don't know that they have options when they're facing an unplanned pregnancy. They just feel that they need to get the baby and just assume that you need to have it. So we're also giving information about this law and how it's accessible for everybody outside Mexico City. They just need to come to Mexico City. It's not only for residents in Mexico City. So we support them throughout the process of knowing about abortion, how it's done, because we still have the telenovelas in the back of our heads, no? With a lot of blood and people dying and these kind of things. So we're also breaking those things. And we do that with our abortion doulas, which is the core of our work. So our abortion doulas are giving all the information in a compassionate way. And in an empowering way. So we believe that through this support, we're empowering women, not only for this decision, but for all decisions, because we have been facing that this is the first time that women are making a choice based on their own needs, because usually we make the decisions based on our family needs, our partner needs, and everybody else's needs, but ourselves. So I just have two things that I want to say to you. One is learn more about the Maria Fund. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. Of course, most of it is in Spanish, as you can understand. We also have a YouTube channel, and we have some of the stories of the women that we have supported that are not read by them, because in Mexico City that would be something threatening, because it's illegal in the rest of the country. But I hope that you will feel encouraged enough to donate, and because your dollars turn into pesos, like it's $1, it's a breakfast for a woman. So believe me, it would be much appreciated. And the other thing is, please join Susan Llano and me on the workshop that we're going to have at 1. You're going to learn how to do your own abortion. We're switching the workshops that we had, so we're going to do the one that we were doing yesterday. We're going to do it today, so please come. And after that, I'm also talking with Janice about Latin America abortion context. Thank you.